got tied up with us.
Yep.
That's probably the better way to put it.
Okay, we're good for on camera.
We're good?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna call the meeting to order at 6:12:13.
6:13.
Is that call on?
Excuse me. We acknowledge that the town of Winnipeg Beach is located on First Nations Treaty 1 territory, the traditional territory and ancestral lands of the Anishinaabe, Cree, Oji-Cree, Dakota, and Dene people, and the homeland of the Métis Nation. We respect the treaties made on these territories, so we dedicate ourselves to move forward with Indigenous communities in a spirit of reconciliation and collaboration to make Manitoba an inclusive and accessible place for everyone who lives here.
Okay, we're good, sorry.
We're still good?
Yep.
Okay. Remind your gallery to refrain from discussions, please. Approval of agenda. Be it resolved that the agenda of the August 27th, 2025 regular meeting of the council be approved as presented. Mover, please. Barry, seconder. Doug? No questions? Nothing? All in favor? Carried. Confirmation of minutes. Be it hereby resolved that the minutes of the August 13th, 2025 regular meeting be approved as circulated. Mover, please. Larry? Seconder? Or Barry, sorry. All in favor? Carried. Takes me longer to get the papers apart. 7.2, council monthly indemnity. Be it resolved that council accepts the council's monthly indemnity reports as presented. Mover, please. There, seconder. All in favor? Carried. (10.1) Notice of resignation of Councillor Gendron. Whereas Councillor Jean Gendron submitted their resignation in writing to the Chief Administrative Officer on August 14th, 2025, and whereas under Section 104 of the Municipal Act, her resignation is effective at the time it is received by the Chief Administrative Officer and be reported to Council at its next meeting. Therefore, be it resolved that Council of Town of Winnipeg Beach hereby acknowledges the resignation of Councillor Jean Gendron. Gendron, I got that wrong. On purpose, sorry. Effective August 14th, 2025, and extends appreciation for her service and contributions to the community during her time on council. Mover, please. Barry, seconder. There. Discussion? I'd like to say thank you for your over 5 years of service. You supported your community well. It's much appreciated by your community. No one else? All in favor? Carried. Decision on by-election. Whereas a vacancy in council has occurred and is subject to section 105(1)(b), a council must hold a by-election to fill a vacancy on council as soon as reasonably possible unless the vacancy occurs in the 12 months before the next general election. And the remaining members or majority of council decide not to hold a by-election. Therefore, be it resolved that council agrees not to proceed with the by-election. Mover, please. Doug, seconder. Very discussion. All in favor? Carried. Agenda item 10.3, council committee review. Be it resolved that Schedule A committee appointments to organizational bylaw be hereby amended as presented. Mover, please. Doug? Seconder? There? Discussion. Have you got something to show us there? Is that what that's for?
Yep.
So we're gonna have to change some committee meetings around, or committee people around to the meetings. Should we be doing this now or later on? Have you got more copies of this to pass around?
It's all
It's in-
attached to the.
Oh, it's on the
agenda.
attachment, okay.
Yeah.
So, development, Larry will be one short there. Anybody would like development? Barry?
Sure.
Finance and personnel, Doug's on it. Would someone like that?
I can, unless you want to.
No, if you're good.
Sure.
Barry? East Interlake Watershed District, I'm on that. Do we wanna keep that one? Do we wanna,
I don't see a need for it. We already contribute money to them and we don't have any land that we can really work with it. I mean, I was on it before and I just thought, we don't have anything that we can, other than financially can contribute to it, so I think we should probably just dissolve that and continue to, I mean, we have a percentage, we have a grant money that we provide them, so.
anybody else have anything to say on that?
No, I agree.
Do we have to bring that to a resolution or we?
Yeah, I just wanna note that under the current, operating requirements of the watershed district is that we do have a representative from our community. We would have to check with the watershed district legislatively to see if we're able to withdraw from that organization before that change can happen.
Is that one every 3 or 4 months? Is that what we're talking about?
The watershed district meets approximately every 2 to 3 months or as needed.
Okay. Well, you'll look after that and then we'll figure that one out after.
I would need a resolution of council to give direction to, propose withdrawing from that committee.
Okay, so if you write one of those up, we'll go down the rest just in case there's something else.
Sure.
Historical Society Community. I'm on there. Who else would like that one? Larry? IERHA Winnipeg Beach appointee.
That one
Well,
is,
that one is
You,
Barry and
Yeah.
me.
Yep.
yeah, that one will be updated to
Okay.
Stan and Barry. We still have the Eastern Interlake Planning District, we'll need a representative for that. Right now,
Oh, okay, I got past there, I missed that. Oh, no, I never. Oh, I apologize, I missed that one. Eastern Interlake Planning District, I'm on it. Would someone else like to be on it also?
Sure, from you.
Well, do
Yeah.
we have to have 2 representatives?
we have to
Okay.
have 2 representatives, and that one is a monthly commitment.
Okay.
Sorry for missing that. IRHA, nope, we've already done that one. Should be Red River Basin, correct? Sound right?
The
Interlake Women's Resource Center.
Yeah. Interlake Women's
sorry.
Resource Center.
Clear Lake Women's Resource Center. So, Barry's on that, do we have to have two or one?
It's just more of an alternative.
Okay.
So if one can't go, then there's a backup.
Would anyone like that one? So the Red River Basin where I started out last time?
Yep.
Okay. We need someone on that one, I take it, or are we gonna keep it? Does it do something for us?
Council had made commitment earlier this year to continue being a member of that committee. We are, under the Red River Basin, we're a member of the North Chapter Committee, which includes some of our sistering municipalities, such as Village of Dunnottar, Arm of Gimli, Arm of St. Andrews.
So all local.
Yeah, all of our local clubs are attending those meetings as well.
Well, I haven't taken one yet. Doug, you want it or do I want it?
Doesn't matter, do we have to have somebody on this?
We would need somebody to attend as our representative to the North Chapter meetings.
It doesn't matter to me, if you want it, you can have it, if not, I'll take it.
Doug? Winnipeg Beach Harbor Authority. Need one there. I haven't taken anything. I'll
Yeah,
take.
you wanted that.
Yeah, I'll take that one. I'm keeping a boat there next year anyway. So I will see them. Winnipeg Beach Curling Club Liaison. Anybody here curl?
Used to.
That's more than me. Who would like that one?
Alright, I'll take it.
Okay, Mary? West Shore Citizens on Patrol. Oh, I'm sorry, that was just you, Doug. That should be all of them. Excuse me. So we just have the resolution for that one that weren't we
Yeah,
brought one?
if council wants to do a follow-up resolution, we can do that, we just have to go through this one first.
Okay,
So just to confirm, I'll just say everything again, just so I make sure I've got it here. Development Committee will be chaired by Larry and member will be Barry.
development, I got Barry.
Yeah, it's a two-person committee.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Finance and Personnel will be chaired by Barry and member will be Doug. The East Interlake Planning District, the two representatives will be Stan and Barry. The East Interlake Watershed District, we'll need to put somebody on that one. That one hasn't been filled.
Weren't we just gonna do a resolution to see if we needed to be on that?
Yes, but in the meantime, if they call a meeting, somebody will have to attend until that commitment has been canceled.
So I'm already on there, so we need another.
Yeah.
Bear?
Okay, thank you. The Winnipeg Beach Historical Society will be Larry and Stan.
Mhm.
The IRHA will be Stan and Barry. The Interlake Women's Resource Center will be Barry and Larry. Red River Basin will be Doug.
Yep.
Winnipeg Beach Harbor Authority will be Stan. And the Winnipeg Beach Curling Club will be Barry. And that should cover all of those committees.
So we finish off this resolution and then we do the other one for it? Or are you just gonna change this one?
That's a separate matter from this resolution.
Okay, So just keep going with this one then? Okay, I believe I read it all. Does anybody remember? Do you want me to go over it again, the 10.3?
No.
You're good? All in favor? Carried. 10.4, added to taxes, roll 2300. Whereas Eastern Interlake Planning District invoice 00061-3rd and final notice was issued to roll number 2300 for a fire inspection and was not paid within the 30-day requirement. Therefore, be it resolved that council authorizes $110 to be added to the tax of roll 2300 plus the town administrative time cost process. Mover, please. Doug, seconder, Larry. Discussion? All in favor? Carried. Agenda item 10.5, property credit transfer requests. Be it resolved that council authorize the transfer of credit balances as requested by the property owners, including transfers between property tax accounts and from property tax accounts to utility accounts as follows. Number one, roll number 10500-000 to roll number 12100-000, $789.66. Roll number two, 103-300-000 to utility account number 6103300, an amount of $230.28. Mover, please. Barry, seconder. Larry. Discussion? Carried. No, sorry, call for the vote. Carried. Now, I called for the vote. Sorry, I got it backwards. Carried. Agenda item 10.6, Lakeside Lions Club market table fee waive request. Whereas the Lakeside Lions requested that the table fee for participation in the night market be waived, and whereas the event was held on August 23rd, 2025, prior to this meeting of council, therefore be resolved that council grant retroactive approval of the fee waiver for Lakeside Lions participation in the Winnipeg Beach night market. Mover, please. Seconder. All right. All in favor? Carried. Agenda item 10.7, Catalyst ERP software removal. Be it resolved that council authorize the renewal of ERP CAN-Pro software subscription with Catalyst. How's the proper way to say that? Catalyst?
Catalyst, yes.
Catalyst for a 4-year term beginning January 1st, 2026, with fees as outlined in agreement to be funded through the annual operating budget. Mover, please. Doug, seconder. Barrett. Any discussion? All in favor? Carried. Agenda item 10.8, EIPD, Arma Bifrost Riverton Bylaw 09-2025, request for comment. Whereas council received Arma Bifrost Riverton Bylaw 9/2025 for review and comment, therefore be resolved that council for the town of Winnipeg Beach issue the following comments. No comment. Mover. Third, seconder. All right. All in favor? Carried. Agenda item 10.9, EIPD RM Gimli Bylaw 25-0006 for comment. Whereas council received Arm of Ginley bylaw 25-0006 for review and comment, therefore be resolved, the council for the town of Winnipeg Beach issue the following comments. No comment. Mover, please. Doug, seconder. Barry. All in favor? Carried. Agenda item 10.10, Main Street speed bumps. Where a member of council has requested that speed bumps be installed on Main Street, and whereas no review of costs, regulatory requirements, or impacts has yet been completed, therefore be resolved, the administration be directed to research the feasibility of installing speed bumps on Main Street, including estimated cost, regulatory considerations, and consultation with Manitoba Infrastructure, emergency services, and other applicable authorities. Be further resolved that a report be brought back to council with the findings. Mover, please. Barry. Seconder, Larry. Any discussion? All in favor? .11 Complaints reporting to council. Be it resolved that council acknowledge that monthly reporting of all public complaints is not feasible due to staffing limitations and privacy considerations. Further be resolved that administration continue to manage complaints internally and bring forward those only matters that are legislative requirements or significant community-wide issues. Mover, please. Doug, seconder. Discussion? Yep.
Yeah, I brought this up. I'd like to see complaints from the public be brought to council. I've received a few phone calls the last couple of years that complaints are fed off to the office and there's nothing been done. I had one the other day where the chap said cutting of the grass, he agreed with me on that, and he says he put in a letter to or an email to the office in July and still hasn't heard anything. I know of a chap also from last year wanted some information and he's still waiting to this date to get that information from the office. So that's why I wanted at least so council can see these complaints coming in, and if we can do something maybe a little quicker and help the administration out with this.
Okay, that all makes sense. Is there any way we can help you?
This is an administrative function, and under the Municipal Act, there are limitations on information that can come to council to ensure that we're not violating any privacy laws and staying compliant with that. So we have identified complaints and communicating that as a goal that we're working towards resolving. Understandably, it doesn't happen overnight, but we are working on getting systems in place to address that. So I do not recommend that council have those items come forward. We would be potentially violating privacy laws through the Freedom of Information Protections Act, sections 2, 4, and 17. The Municipal Act, section 263, confidentiality of council members, and under the Municipal Act, section 84.2, a request for information must be made by resolution and must not require a member of council to have access to information that is protected under this or any other act.
What you're saying is you can't have it?
Correct.
I'm not in favor of it either. I think that we have too many unresolved issues regarding bylaws, and I mean, every meeting I bring up things that we've talked about, even the parking bylaw from last year that we haven't done anything with, and I'd rather see from a legislative standpoint that we actually enact legislation, and I have no intent, I don't really want to be a customer service phone line, so.
I don't want to break any acts. Barry?
No, pretty cut and dry.
Larry?
Yeah.
We're all good? So I guess this one, you can just read this.
continue to manage complaints through the office.
Okay. All in favor
Of continuing to.
of continuing to do
To manage through
the
the
way it
office.
is? I already read that, but
Yeah.
that was quite a while ago that I read it. All in favor? Carried. Ten point one two, public response time. Be it resolved, the council acknowledges setting a fixed 1 week response deadline for inquiries from council and the public is not feasible. Further, be it resolved that administration continue to respond as promptly as possible in implementing staffing and tracking improvements to improve response times. That's pretty close to the last one. Mover, please. Doug, seconder, Larry? Discussion? We're good? Call for the vote, all in favor? Oh, I forgot we don't vote. You're against?
Yeah.
Okay. Carried. Ten point one three, notice of motion. In accordance with our procedures bylaw, Councillor Larry Keselowski submitted a notice of motion at this time in respect to resolution number 2025/345 to be considered at the next regular council meeting. So we don't need a mover, I just read it.
Yeah,
Is there a
just
vote?
no vote.
That's
No.
it?
It's just to acknowledge it.
Roundtable discussions. Anybody got anything?
It's the committees.
That's
Or are you
nice.
doing the reports, committee reports? There's nothing, right?
Okay.
There's nothing.
Committee,
Covers the committee reports.
Okay, resolution, agenda item,
Here.
oh, sorry.
yeah, I got.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, yeah. Just some information, I was at a Legion meeting yesterday. They have a fall supper at the Legion, September 13th. Tickets are $25. Supper's at 4 p.m. and tickets must be purchased by September the 8th. The Lions are also putting on a pancake breakfast on the show and shine date, September 20th in the rec center. Cost for that will be $8 and $6 for a smaller portion. As I said, I attended the general meeting yesterday. The president thanked the town very much for their donation to that. The Legion will also be holding a crib tournament August 31st, September 7th, and 21st. Cost is $10 a person, and it is doubles, and it starts at 1 p.m.
Okay, there's something else. Oh, I bought 2 tickets today. There's only 200 tickets, am I right? So that's
It'll be
something.
two plus probably.
Okay, we're at 135, 136 already, so if anybody's interested, I'd speed her up. Agenda item 13.2, council committee and board reports approval. Be it hereby resolved that council approves the council committee and board reports as presented. So I should have went on the last one. Or is this for the health?
You could still do your talking point during discussion.
Okay. Mover. Doug. Seconder, Larry. Discussion. Barry and I met with 2 people from IE, RHA yesterday about expanding the clinic. They're interested, but we're starting all over again because there's a new government. And we're gonna keep meeting, discussing it. Originally, it was for 2 nurse practitioners in training, and it was their idea to have that, and now they've changed it up to bringing in 2 registered nurse practitioners without having to do the training. So that's what we'll be working on, or somebody will be working on for, I asked them a timeline, and I said, probably 2 years, and they said, probably pretty close. The discussions went good, they very agreeable, very nice, so everyone went great that way. That's it for me, unless you wanna add something.
No, it just seemed very positive.
Oh, yeah, it was very positive, yeah, they're gonna be back up in a couple weeks for another meeting.
Yeah.
Anybody else got anything? All in favor? Carried. Agenda item 15.1, in camera. Be it hereby resolved, the council moves in camera at,
6:43
Thank you.
PM.
to discuss matters that are in preliminary stages and personnel matters. Be it further resolved that any matters discussed while in camera be held confidential until such time as discussed in open council. Mover, please. Seconder? Carried. All in favor? Carried. Whoops. That's it, that's all.
good meeting.
Okay,
Okay, recording.
we're up.
Okay. Agenda item 15.2, out of camera, be it hereby resolved, the council moves out of camera at
7:34 PM.
and resumes the regular meeting of council. Mover, please. Doug, second, Larry, all in favor? Carried. Excuse me. Number 15-1-1-1 Code of Conduct Investigation Report. Whereas a Code of Conduct complaint was filed with the Chief Administrative Officer, and whereas the complaint has undergone an independent assessment review and investigation has been completed, and whereas the complaint involved a member of council who has since resigned, therefore be it resolved that council of the town of Winnipeg Beach acknowledges the Code of Conduct Investigation Report as presented and directs that file to be closed. Mover, please. Barry, seconded Doug. Any discussion, all in favor? Carried. Agenda item 16, adjournment. Be it hereby resolved, the council adjourns the August 27th, 2025 meeting at
7:36.
2:36, thank you. Hoover? Doug, second, Bear? All in favor?